Hey, how's it going, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? My name's Aiko. It's been a little bit since we've done an aim settings video, so I'm excited to bring you guys a new one. We're doing Tracer today, as you guys seen the title, so you guys know what's going on. So I'm gonna jump into her settings. I know these videos can kind of be repetitive, but it seems like a lot of you guys still enjoy them, even though I've covered it a million times. But, you know, as long as you guys are enjoying the videos, then I'm going to keep making them. Tracer is a hero that I have indirectly covered in the past. For some of you guys, these settings are not going to be much different from other ones that you may have seen from mine in the past. So I'm going to go through all of them here in a second, but if you just want to take a look at the numbers that I have for her, those are the numbers that I have. I'll scroll down and show you my crosshair for her. Same old, nothing new there, and then she doesn't even have any, you know, hero-specific settings, so there's nothing fancy there. Now that you've seen at least, you know, the numbers, one thing I want to definitely highlight is the fact that Tracer's ultimate obviously requires you to aim while pushing the ultimate ability button. So just like Ana or something, you kind of want to aim your ultimate at the target while you're using it, and that can be kind of hard if you don't have like a controller with paddles like I do. So obviously you want to remap her ultimate button if you guys haven't done that already. Pretty basic tip. And if I didn't have paddles, I would remap her ultimate to the LB button, because right now you can see that LB is mapped to the blink button, but so is the left trigger. So you can left trigger and blink with her as well. I would just blink with her left trigger and put the ultimate ability on the left bumper. That kind of solves that problem. That way you can aim while throwing her pulse bomb, and it's going to make your ultimates a lot better. Otherwise, you're stuck taking your thumb off of the thumbstick to hit Y, and therefore you can't aim at the same time. Anyways, definitely do that if you haven't done that with your Tracer settings yet. But moving back into the actual aim settings portion, this is what we have. So she has the same settings, I'm pretty sure, as all of my heroes that are not modified. So Sombra, Symmetra, Reaper, Pharah, etc., etc. All the heroes that I haven't personally modified, you know, individually, she has the same settings as all of those heroes. She's not a hero that I play often. I don't really play DPS, but I do know what settings feel nice. Out of all things, this is going to be a good guideline. These are the settings that work best for me and for a lot of my viewers. If you see these settings and you feel like you need to tweak them or tweak them a lot, then by all means, that is up to you. And of course, you guys know I'm sponsored by Control Freak, so it is responsibility of mine to tell you guys and show you guys what Control Freak I'm using today. We have the Overwatch short one on, so just keep that in mind that every time I'm playing on console and aiming on console, we are using Control Freaks, and that's going to help you a lot as well with being accurate, with being comfortable on a controller, and you know, they look kind of cool. So just cop yourself a pair, use code Aikable at checkout, save 10% off. So I always suggest that the horizontal and the vertical sensitivities are probably the things that you'll want to change the most, because some people like to play super fast, some people like to play on the slower side. I'm right in between at 45 and 45. They're both equal. I don't really change them individually. And I have a ton of videos that go in depth about all of these settings here, so if I don't really answer a question about something, you can either ask it in the comments below, which could be a little hard for me to keep up with, or just check out and binge watch some of my other aim videos. They will go on and on and on about what all these things do and the details about all of them, so you can find what really works best for you specifically. However, I think these should be honestly pretty good for you. So aim assist strength is at 95. That's the magnetic sticky force of aim assist that you're gonna feel. I have that set pretty high at 95. Aim assist window size is set to 70, so obviously the enemy has this red outline around them. The aim assist window size is how big around the target that your aim assist starts to trigger. So if you have a high window size, your aim assist might start triggering around, you know, this area of the enemy, like a wide area around them. Or if it's set pretty low or at 0, it's gonna start on like the very edge of them into their actual hitbox, basically. So if you want your aim assist to start triggering early before you actually get inside their hitbox, then you want to add a higher value. Aim assist legacy mode is the old aim assist option. Again, I have covered that aim setting specifically in detail. That is the old aim assist system. So if you're kind of used to how Overwatch used to feel, then you might want to turn the old mode back on, which you can do. But we play with the new system because it's actually much more beneficial. If you check out the video defining it, you'll see for yourself. I think it's really beneficial. Aim Assist Ease In is obviously the slider that's associated with this setting. So you can see if I turn the setting back on to the old setting, we can't adjust that slider anymore. So the new setting is this Aim Assist Ease In. So it kind of correlates to the last setting we were just talking about, the window size. So Aim Assist Ease In, obviously there's a window around the guy, right? Aim Assist Ease In is how much your Aim Assist strength is going to ease into its maximum strength while you're moving inside of the window. So having the slider set at a low number like 0, 5, 10, 20, 25 will mean that there's not a lot of ease in. And that's about as briefly as I can explain that setting. Again, check out the video if you want more details about it, but the next setting that we have is aim smoothing. The best way I can think of aim smoothing is when you're turning your screen back and forth really, really fast and you're changing directions and stuff like that. Aim smoothing smooths the transition between the two directions. Since it's like smoothing the transition between the two directions, it's kind of delaying it at the same time, because otherwise how else is it gonna feel smoother? So it kind of puts this like weird delay between switching directions while spinning and aiming, and it's honestly just a weird setting. I don't know why it exists in this game. I've also seen this setting in Destiny, and that's why Destiny feels weird to me too. So if you have the option to turn aim smoothing off, I always do. Set it at 0. That's really the key for me for it to feel, traditional, like a Call of Duty title or like Battlefield or something we're much more used to. And then aim smoothing in conjunction with aim ease in are the two settings that make these settings so perfect to me. So to summarize aim ease in, it basically has to do with when you start giving your thumbstick an input. So like right there. When we're idle here where there's no inputs, we're not touching the thumbstick at all, but as soon as we start to touch it, then obviously, it's gonna go faster and faster the more pressure we apply. What aim ease in does is if it's set at a very low value, as soon as you give an input, it's gonna be really, really fast, and that's really annoying. Like as soon as you touch it a little bit, it'll like kind of shoot to the side. Maybe not that dramatically, but that's kind of how I can summarize it. Obviously, we don't want it super jittery as soon as we touch the thumbstick. We want it to transition smoothly up and faster until we get to maximum speed, while we're spinning around there. So if it's at 0, it's gonna be jittery and it's gonna be really hard to make fine adjustments accurately to your aim. When my aim ease in was lower than what it is now, I found it very hard to, if I was aiming close to somebody and I had to scoot it over a little bit, I found it to jump a little bit too far just because it transitioned or it moved over like too fast. It was just too jittery. So the higher the value for this slider, the more ease there's gonna be. The lower the setting is, the more jittery it's gonna be. Just like with the aim assist ease in, same thing. And then there's these little toggles on and off that you guys might wanna take note of. And then the aim technique, the most important part that make these settings accurate, is the actual aim technique that we use, linear ramp. Some of these settings, such as aim ease in, it was not made for dual zone, and they were not made for exponential ramp. They were made to make linear ramp feel a lot more consistent, and that's exactly what I use them for. So I don't know if you use a different aim technique that these settings are going to work out for you. It's probably going to feel very, very weird. So if there's anything to take away from this video, it is to use linear ramp, to have aim ease in set at about 20 to like 45-ish is where you want your aim ease in, and then aim smoothing needs to be at 0. Those are the 3 things about these settings that are going to make them feel as good as they do. Everything else, feel free to adjust more, but for these 3 things, I would keep them very, very close to what I have. And then, of course, my crosshair as well. Remember to remap your ultimate to Tracer's LB if you don't have paddles. Remember to apply code Aikable at checkout at controlfreak.com to save yourself some money on some thumbsticks. We also got a new chair sponsor. We have Technisport as our new sponsor, and I'm very pumped about that. A great way to start the year. They have awesome chairs, and a handful of from these chairs actually goes to support causes for veteran support, breast cancer, disaster relief, hunger, the environment, so many different things. And these chairs look freaking sick. So I've owned this chair a little bit before I actually decided to become affiliated with them. If you're watching this, guys, you freaking rock. I think that's gonna do it for me, guys. Check out my other videos if you want to watch some more. I upload every single Thursday, and I hope to see you again next Thursday. I'll see you then. My name's Aiko. Peace.